welcome back. We are back in Asylum. Let me turn up my mic a little bit. There we go. So we dug out the key to the music box from that guy's stomach and then dropped it in the drain. So we need to go find it out of the drain, which means going into the basement. We turned off a lot of the drains, but I don't know if that completely drained the basement or not. So we are going to do our best to get to... we're not going to go that way. I don't remember which way was to the basement. Was it this way? Must have been. Okay. Yeah, because that we just look outside. Did we go in here? That's the locker room, huh? Boy, it's dark. I remember this. Okay, let's just stay on task and see if we can get down to the basement, see if we've drained the water enough. Okay, yeah. We know where we are now. We're not going to tell her we've been on the upper floors. She doesn't need to know that. She'll just get mad at us and then kick us out. I don't want to be kicked out. Okay, so this is... Zinc had long since outlived its usefulness. Aha! Sound of water running down the wall gave the room a soothing vibe. Did the key fall down here? I'm not seeing it. But there is water running. So what's right above here? See, it's right above here, isn't it? The other way. There he is. Currently strong, carrying the wind-up key somewhere else. Wouldn't turn. And the faucets don't work here. And it won't let us turn things back on because it tells us we don't need to use this anymore. So we've got to figure this out. Thankful I couldn't see anything in the toilets. Can I make these ones? The water seems clean. Don't want to wash this. Oh, I washed the syringe, moving the fluid inside. Okay. Now what am I doing? I don't want to wash anything. I don't know why I wanted to do that. Hey, do this. So it gets to the water. So it gets down below, right? It's dripping water. Here. There it is. Oh my gosh. I guess I had to notice the other bathroom first. Oh. Okay, so now we can go downstairs and play the thing. There we go. Oops, it wasn't this room, it was this room. Okay, finally. We got the wind-up key. What is this? Bertrand had drawn a strange pattern on the floor. I felt like I'd seen it before, and while it was a simple drawing, it overwhelmed me with a sense of dread and despair. Okay, we have a clean syringe, ready for another use. Bertrand's symbol. Nothing worth mentioning. Okay. And he's not going to talk to me, is he? He returned to his eternal trance. To play that again. Okay, I know I have seen that before. Where have I seen it? Uh-oh, 1 a.m.
Psst. Hey.
Who's calling me?
Lenny, what are you doing here?
I was cleaning the showers, and I heard something. What were you doing inside that cell?
I saw something very strange. I can't explain it yet. However, a picture is beginning to form in my head, but there's still a lot I don't understand.
Maybe I can help you.
You can? Please tell me how, Lenny. I'm growing more and more desperate by the minute.
I have a key. I took it a long time ago, before they released us from the Institute, around the time of the event.
A key for what?
Can I trust you?
Of course you can, Lenny. And I trust you as well.
All right. This is the key to Dr. Hawthorne's office. He knew things. There was chaos all around, and nobody saw me when I took the key and locked his office.
Dr. Hawthorne? Of course. Ebis Baker mentioned him in one of her recordings. He was quite close to the head director, right?
Yes. He kept secrets inside his office. You should look inside.
Thanks, Lenny.
Okay.
This is hugely helpful indeed.
Oh, one more thing. I was never able to enter the head director's office. None of the keys I took while cleaning worked. I think Hawthorne kept that key with him.
So Hawthorne's office may lead me to Hanwell's office? Interesting. Well, here we go.
Okay.
Here's the key. And good luck.
Thank you. Oh wait, I don't want to go down. Wrong way. Typical of me. To Hawthorne's office we go. Lenny's a good kid, you know? He means well. Okay, Dr. Hawthorne's office. Oops. Thanks to Lenny. Okay. As if to foreshadow hideous revelations awaiting inside, the first drops of rain began to fall when I trespassed into Dr. Hawthorne's office. It seemed like no one else, something or other, a couch. A sense of importance. It's raining, it's fall. Oh, the ocean loomed outside, its hypnotic ebb and flow passaging further horrors that no doubt awaited me. Dr. Ellis Hawthorne, psychiatrist, one thing was certain, he had an impressive career in his field. Books on medicine and, unsurprisingly, psychiatry. Okay. That's just there to make me look at it. Hanwell Mental Institute, confrontation in the psychiatric. No record of the venerable Hanwell Mental Institute would be complete without an account of Dr. Ellis Hawthorne, companion, trusted associate, and loyal confidant of Walter Hanwell. Dr. Hawthorne's abrupt addition to the staff at the esteemed mental hospital was not without its share of controversy. He was an inscrutable character who, to the astonishment of many, quickly joined the highest ranks of the personnel list, skipping over roles held by established and arguably more qualified colleagues in the process. Dr. Hawthorne's accomplishments in the field of mental health are, for a noteworthy physician, meager at best. He rose to a certain level of public record thanks to his imposing personality and stern countenance, rather than distinct achievements, as he had a formidable presence that allowed him to immediately command the attention of everyone. In a room, simply by entering it, his signature neat black suit, paired with his cold, guileful gaze, inspired equal measures of respect and fear in his peers. Rumors among those who acquainted with the Institute's founder insinuate that Walter Hanwell's seemingly friendly, and I'll let you all read that. Grisly details of his practice began to surface. Nurses who chose to remain anonymous claimed that medical instruments previously thought to be lost would appear scattered around his office. Okay, so he was actually not really a very good guy, is what I'm getting from all this. Oh, I'm afraid my colleague Anne is elected to take an inferior direction in her career. I try to be open-minded while considering new ideas. My goodwill doesn't extend so far as to resorting to shortcuts when it comes to the advancement of the healing arts. Bleedy, bleedy, blee. Eberspacher insists on her holistic approach, which inevitably devolves into a waste of time. So they were arguing about things. I'm just scanning it. Okay, so he's the one that pushed the lobotomies. That was his thing. Oh, look at a thing to watch. What is this? More reading. Whereas I am about recording such notes on paper, Walter insisted that we thoroughly document these experiments. First, we tried straightforward questions. What did they see? Could they hear any sounds? Tied a rope around each patient's waist, then pushed them inside. Unbearable fear that causes them to become paralyzed. The goal is to instill fear. Their minds are clearly processing visual information. Reproduce the conditions of the encounter. We should be able to recover details. The current approach is savage. We subject them to extreme situations in hopes of prompting a reaction. I'm not proud of blatantly beating someone like some goon. Wow. They react to pain, they cry and scream, but they don't do anything else. It's not true fear. H has pyrophobia. The mere thought of fire or talking about it makes him tremble in fear. Big. He said big. JC, afraid of dark. LH, brittle bones. RB, sexual act. BL, denigration. Interesting. Well, we got a key. If Lenny was right, this was the key to the director's office, which was now in my power. And this... There we go.
This is the next subject. Yes, we may proceed.
Be quiet.
Leave it to me. Hello, Leonard. Do you remember me? I'm Dr. Hawthorne.
What do you want?
Well, you may not remember this, but yesterday you went inside a place, a big room. We need to know what happened in there. What did you see?
I don't remember.
You need to make a big effort to remember, Lenny, or unpleasant things may happen.
That's not nice.
There was a tunnel, but not ours. Things looked different. The smell, oh, such a bad smell. And then, no.
What happened next, Lenny?
At the end of the tunnel, I entered a room. Oh, my head was in pain. So much pain.
Describe that room for me.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to remember.
Describe that room now.
It's so large. The walls are strange, with shapes I've never seen, and there's a glow everywhere. And in the center,
What is at the center of the room?
no!
What did you see?
My head is pounding.
Think. Remember.
No.
Hawthorne used
You
that.
must remember, Lenny, for our sakes.
Cracking sounds.
What did you see in the room?
What are they doing to him? Keep going.
I'll keep the recorder until he's ready to speak again.
Wow, so they were torturing them to try to get them to speak. Abuse of patients. My research revealed a shocking fact. The most powerful people in charge at the Institute had committed vile acts of abuse against patients, possibly patients of Group E, including me. What did they seek so desperately? The doctors had made a startling discovery in the basement area by chance while conducting an illegal digging operation, taking advantage of patients no less, although what, it was impossible to discern at this point. And then we have the film spool. Yeah. And that's up on the second floor, isn't it? That's just another, well, not very nice pictures that he's got here. What else have we got? Is that it? Okay. Well, then let's go up to the second floor and see what this holds for us. I'm curious what's on this spool. The movie. we've also got Hawthorne's office there, too. Good thing. I'm learning my way around. Second floor. Can we go up to the third floor yet? Ooh. Okay. Well, let's go to Hawthorne's office, or let's go to the... Was it in the museum? Oh, you know what? No, that was on the first floor, wasn't it? Back around that one area. So let's go there. Isn't it down here? That's the washroom. It's in here. Yeah. Yep, it's over there. Okay. Yeah, because I want to see what's on it. Okay. Do I want to take that back? I don't think so. Okay. Wow. Okay. Now we'll go up to Hawthorne's office. Wasn't his office like right down here or something? Can't remember now. You're the museum. Okay. Yeah. That's whose office I meant. The director's office. It's 2 a.m. At last I found myself at the heart of the Institute, the director's office. I was going to find inside the answers I was desperately seeking. Switch didn't work. An elegant urn. The director seemed to have a captivating collection of art. This way first. Is that him? Elegant fireplace was a neat match for the style of the room. An impressive desk occupied a large section of the room. The human mind. Make out what these jars were filled with or why they were in this office in the first place. Large collection of books, mostly focused on the topics of surgery and psychiatry. Tall ladder used for reaching the books on the upper shelves. Decoration made of marble. Cozy coffee table decorated the corner of this office. Is there anything over here? Ooh. All these drawers were shut tight. Nothing here for me. I could sit there and pretend like I'm the director. Okay, more reading. We prepared to delve deeper into the tunnel. Ellis had a few words with the security staff. Playing the bad cop as usual, warning them about patients often going missing while I returned them to their cells. Afterwards, as things went quiet, grabbed a lantern each and scouted out the regions beyond the crevice. Smell was nearly unbearable. As we stepped forward, we noticed curious patterns on the stone walls. Okay. Covered by a layer of spongy moss. We resolved to move these fascinating objects to a location where we could properly research them. Up to the 3rd floor, it looks like. Words aren't enough to convey my excitement. My hands are shaking with adrenaline as I transcribe this account. What we found at the end of that tunnel, it is beyond our comprehension. An ultimate glorious secret right here beneath us. We cannot go in. Our rational minds wouldn't be able to stand it. Their fears are more useful than we thought. They've helped us come closer to the entity. I've no other words to describe him now. Is he an alien? They're indeed able to visualize something we couldn't possibly process with sane minds. The fear they experience when they enter that chamber is evidently unbearable. Presented to the entity have developed an anomaly. Something physical has changed in them. As far as we can tell, they are developing brain tumors. Why is this happening? No choice but to investigate further. So they're going to extract the tumors and study them. Strab is working properly and leaves no scar. Okay, that's the machine. Alice had the brilliant idea of stimulating tumor growth in the same rodents already assigned to oncology. One must remain in his presence for a certain period of time. So Ellis was going to subject him to a brain biopsy. Now the patients are acting differently. They act as if, no, that can't be. Why would they? Interesting. My worst fears had been confirmed. There was very possibly something wrong inside me, yet if that was the case, was there any solution at my disposal? The first step was to confirm the tumor was real. Of course, there's nothing there. Is this where it is? They look like ordinary annotations. about over here? Nothing. Ambrose, I must hastily write this letter to you as an unexpected turn of events may have hampered the long-awaited resolution to our work. The book you recommended did indeed provide the means to understand those primordial arrangements. Ambrose, we unlocked it. What an extraordinary document, so precise. What seems to be inside I can't elaborate further and couldn't even if I tried my best. But I'm penning extensive notes for posterity. We must act quickly. There's a plan in motion, so to speak. It's far from the scholarly treatment. Okay. So he found something very important to him. What's over here? Pencils. The vision of Walter Hanwell. It's okay. He had an open mind. Came with controversy. Okay. Yeah, I'm not interested. Whoops, that's rude. And buying expensive ink bottles. Okay. So, what did we pick up? Anything? We have a clean syringe, the brain tumor, okay, so I have to use that machine on myself? They assume triggering the fears would also trigger puzzles. Tasks. Retrieve the item in the basement. Okay. Get tissue samples of the tumor. And perform biopsy. Alright. So I suppose we could get a tissue sample from what's his name that's we've already got on the table in there. Right? Whoops, that's the switch. This is the door. What's this? Is this a memory? Okay. Let's go back to the morgue. I wonder if we can get it. Is this one the morgue? Because I bet he's got a brain tumor. This guy. I was expecting him to wake up once again in another terrorizing vision. I need to get away from this part. Okay. Okay, so we're not going to tear him up anymore. We're going to get a sample of my tumor. Go up. So, scientist is not in here. We need to find a sample or something that apparently Dr. Miller was no longer working in the laboratory. Where had he gone? I don't know. Yeah, we need a sample. These cages reminded me of my own condition, confined and searching for a meeting. Okay, we need to use Sickening rodent decayed a long time ago was still inside this cage. I don't think we have any kind of a way to open that, unless... No, this item wouldn't help me open the cage. Yeah, I need something that's going to help me open the cage. I don't think that will. Will that? Oh my gosh. It made... Did it make a hole all the way through? Ew, what's this? TPT 091. Let's make a note of that. Like I have to have a pen somewhere. TPT 091. TPT 091. Yeah, we need to remember that, because I think that's going to help me. Something about this tag seemed important, a clue perhaps. Yeah. TPT 091 apparently is a sample we need to get. Sturdy structures of the cages seemed to be made of copper. I feared that I'd also be forgotten, left alone to die and putrefy in this dreadful place. Upon closer inspection, it was evident these cages were meant to house rodents for who knows what hideous experiments. That was pretty gross. Okay, well, we dissolved that rat. So now, you know where I'm going to go is to the, I think I'm going to go to the museum and see if, sorry, my nose is, which way was the museum? I'm probably going the wrong way. That's the laboratory. Was the museum down here? Museum. Okay. These are where the samples were. Were those ears? But why? I don't know. Okay, we need TPT 091. Boy, these are hard to read. That looks like... Oh, that's it? Okay. TPT 071. Okay. So that's the one we want. Okay, so we need our slide. Do we have it with us still? Yeah. And then we're going to use these. Picked up the tweezers with care. It was dangerous to manipulate these tissues with my bare hands, and besides, I could have ruined samples. Well, that's why I picked up the tweezers. I carefully took a tissue sample and placed it on the glass slide. Okay, we'll put the lid back on. I took back the slide with the tumor sample. Okay. Since it wasn't needed anywhere else, I left the tweezers in the exhibit. Alright then, so where was that microscope, wasn't it? Oh. Oh, what is this? She really didn't want that baby. Wow. Record book updated. I turned things down a little bit because I noticed when I played back that, do I want to go to the operating rooms? I think that's where I want to go. Isn't that where the microscope was? Anyway, my voice was hard to hear above the music and all that, and we don't really need it to be that loud. Oh, I was going to look at my journal and see what that added. Items. The glass slide had a sample of tissue, presumable infected with topics, patient's fears. Okay. I don't know how to get at the documents. I don't know. I don't remember what it told me. Oh well. Okay, psychiatry. Something else. Operating room. I think it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, because this is the dilapidated one. Oh, but there is no microscope. Okay, so it must have been the other one. Of course, I would choose the wrong one because that's what I do. Or was it in the lab? See, now I'm so confused. There it is. Microscope. We need our slide. I inserted the glass slide in the microscope. Let's see what we see. Okay, what are we seeing? Okay. That didn't deserve my attention. So what, that was the wrong... But that's what it said, TPT 091. Okay, I guess that's the wrong one. Something was missing, so I took the glass slide again. What's missing? Is that what I'm supposed to inject with this? I inserted the glass slide. Okay. Oh. What do I need to add to it? I don't really have anything, do I? Items. Drain this. Remember my past. Glass slide with tissue. Presumable infected with the... So what else do I need to put in it? An ancient Greek drawing. I'm not sure. No. Yeah, that's nothing. Okay, so what am I supposed to... So, it must be something with this machine that I'm not... Oh, look at that. Off, on. Okay, so now it's on. And I guess we turn it up like that. Okay. Because I think we're supposed to do this. Now it should work. I've tried it before and it didn't work because I didn't have the power on. I didn't see that little power on button. Oh boy. Oh, this is scary. Yikes. Yikes. Oh boy. Okay. Wow. Everything's kind of blurry. You can Can I get up? Okay. So we did it. So we should have a sample. Yeah. Oh, after the biopsy, the compartment on the back of the machine was filled with plasma, my own. So now we get to use our syringe. There we go. The syringe was now holding the somewhat sticky fluid with a red tinge. I was repulsed to realize this had come from inside my head. Yeah. Okay. So, put the slide down. I suppose we're going to compare the monkey brain. Or not monkey, it's a mouse, huh? The mouse brain with my brain? Yep, that's what we're going to do. With much care, I placed a drop of the sample on the slide. Okay, now let's look and see. Okay, the mouse brain, which has that purplish something in it, tumor, I guess. And my brain, which has the same thing. I'm infected like the mouse was. Great. Don't pour hydrochloric acid on me, okay? Please? Don't do that. Oh. Oh boy. I am not happy. I guess I wouldn't be, huh? Somebody got something inside my brain. I couldn't believe it. I had confirmed what I feared the most. Nested deep inside my brain was an unexplainable tumor, the source of my visions and possibly the end of my sanity. Oh boy. Do I want to wash my hands now? Steady flow of clean water. Well, what do I have that I might want to wash there? A key. That. I just have those two things. And that's not going to work there. I don't want to wash this. Okay. Okay, yeah, I need to find where that's going to do me some good again. Okay, so now that we know I've been infected, what's this? What is she doing? Where was that? That looked somewhat familiar. Now it's 3 a.m. Oh, that looked a little bit familiar. Okay. What are my tasks now? I just have that. Speak with Lenny and retrieve the item from the basement. Lenny was the only person in the vicinity that I could call a friend. He was bound to know more about this strange affliction and its effects. I had to find him. Okay, so is he up on the 3rd floor now? Oops. Up. I was in the hallway. Okay, so to get to the 3rd floor, I have to go back this way, huh? Do you think that's where he is now? Yeah. I don't know what that picture was that I saw, that little vision that I saw. It looked familiar, but I can't think where. Oh, was it right here? That's what it looked like, huh? Was she in here eating a mouse? That's where the rodent killer is. Insect repellent, not rodent killer. You know, my brain. Okay, let's go see if we can get up to the 3rd floor now. If we have to speak to Lenny, and I bet that's where he is. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow. Can't be a lot to clean up here, can there? This is kind of a mess. What's this? No wonder there were so many leaves here, with such strong wind pushing this section of the building. Boarded and claustrophobic. Boarded and claustrophobic. There's the... Okay, so I'm right here. Oh, we're not going to be able to zoom in on this. But this would be the women's and that would be the men's. Okay. We have a long hallway, or we can go in here. Looks like a theater. The theater must have been charming in its old days. Now it was pitiful and dirty. Oh, is that Lenny up there? The once classy chandelier was now a sorry feature. Well, how am I going to get his attention? What's he watching? Hey, Lenny. Uh-oh.
Lenny, what are you doing here?
I'm watching the show.
Show? What? Oh.
Why don't you sit with me and we can watch it together? It's very entertaining.
Lenny, please, you must listen to me. I have the tumor. I think you have it too, and Bertrand. We all do. Everyone in Group E.
I don't want to talk about that now.
But Lenny...
Maybe it's good if we don't remember. If I was in pain, I wouldn't want to remember. I'd prefer to be happy, like I am now.
My visions are getting worse. You will have them too.
Why are you doing this?
Because I need to know, Leonard. I can't afford to lose my mind again. I want to remain in control.
Oh, this next part is fun.
Yeah, explore the third floor. Topics. Patient's fears.
Those maniacs tortured us in the worst imaginable way, Lenny. Leveraging our deepest fears for their own gain.
Yes, it was different for each one of us. We were scared when the burly man appeared with new burn marks. We rejected him, but then it started happening to the rest of us.
Lenny, what did they do to you?
Since I was young, my body has been weak. I move slowly because I'm afraid to break something.
Oh no. Did they?
Yes. They broke me. That's the pain.
What the hell is wrong with this place?
I know.
What is your worst fear?
My worst fear? My fear. I'm terrified of losing control, Lenny. I must know that I'm in control of my own actions. I don't want to lose my mind. Lenny, please help me.
I can't. It's too late for me.
Finding in tunnels.
Lenny, what did they do to you? I listened to a recording. It was horrible.
Yes. Now you know.
But why?
I guess sometimes people are just mean.
That may be true, but there's got to be more to this. They wanted information from you. What was it?
I can't. Please, I'm too weak. You must keep looking on your own. There's something down below that they want. Only we can see it.
Who's we, Lenny?
Crazy
People with mind problems?
Bertrand
Lenny,
symbol.
do you remember seeing a red symbol? Like a circle with...
No! Stay away!
What?
Don't go there! That symbol means bad things. The pain.
All right, Lenny. No more talk about the symbol.
Wow. Down below.
Did you hear anything else about this?
No.
Okay.
Are you
Right,
familiar
estimate.
with the name Crawford?
Right. Crawford. He was in our group with Dr. Ann. He made many jokes. So funny. I laughed a lot with him. But he also had a scary look on his face. Sometimes he just went crazy.
Do you know what happened to him?
No. One day, he just disappeared.
Hanwell and Bruno, I think we know about those guys. Val.
Are you familiar with this?
No. I don't like games.
Huh?
Okay.
Lenny, I saw a film. Horrible film.
Oh, that's the same thing.
They locked someone in the basement.
I don't want to hear about that, please.
Just listen. In the film, there was an item that fell through a grate, and it seemed to be something of huge importance to the doctors. You know, the doctors that did this to us, Lenny. It happened in the boiler room.
Yes, the fire. I remember. It was so hot.
What's below the boiler room?
The sewers.
Okay.
Do you remember anything about the sewers down in the basement?
Me? No, I've never been there. And I don't want to.
I believe there's something important down there. Is there anything you can tell me about the sewage system in the building? There is a sort of septic chamber or tank that can't be opened.
It's complicated. I remember seeing spots where you can put some kind of tool and turn it. Sometimes I can hear a hissing sound near those spots.
Okay.
Pressure, maybe.
Okay.
Nice talking to you,
Good.
Lenny.
So we're not going to sit and watch this with him. I don't think. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's go out this other door. I just wondered if there was another door the other way. The theater must have been charming in its old days. I don't know what he's watching. Oh well. Okay, let's go on down here. Maybe we'll find the place for the last drain down here. The workshop was calm place driven by the queer creativity of patients. Hanwell Institute was well equipped to address all the needs. What's this? The damp stains on this wall vaguely look like the shape of a human. Ew! Don Luth. I guess working on this thing was good for the mind of the patient. I guess. Eva Forsum. Gwen Benjamin. These are all names we haven't run across. Nope, the lights don't work. Of course the lights don't work. Oh. Jammed. Nothing of interest. Anything along here we want? no. Here. I could see the movement of bugs crawling inside the furniture. Yum. This drawer was stuck. Oh, we had 2 other drawers. Nothing in there. Nothing useful. An old clay bowl. Some kind of clay dough likely used for twisted artistic creations. Made by twisted peoples. Okay, let's see what this one is. More artistic stuff. Paintings this time. A piece of cloth stained with black paint, probably used by patients to clean their dirty hands. Mini cans under the table filled with dried up paint. An easel. Lost dreams and hopes. Eyeballs. I could not make out what it was exactly. A big eyeball. The boarded up windows gave the room a claustrophobic feel. I couldn't tell why, but the painting gave me a creepy feeling. More boarded up windows. I kept thinking to myself that art could be anything provided it depicted a sincere human emotion without any commercial interest. Thus, even a deranged patient was more sincere these days. Many cans of paint. Zachary Blakely. Okay. So this isn't showing us a whole lot either.
Attention, Julia and all personnel. The high-risk patient has escaped again.
Uh-oh.
He is very violent, more than usual. I believe he's rushing toward the 3rd floor. Proceed with extreme caution.
Uh-oh. Is he gonna be up here to hurt me? There was an old classroom on the other side. The colorful window of a quaint chapel. No luck, this door seemed to be stuck. No, I was wondering about that strange noise behind me. Oh no, suddenly I heard a noise. Let's go. Close it, don't let him in. Run from him, run from him. No. Keep running from him. Uh-oh, he's back there. Where are we gonna go? We need to hide. We need to hide. I was hoping the madmen wouldn't try to break in. Yeah, I have nowhere to hide. An old pulpit and unusable. Oh, okay. Now where do we go? The door was opened, but seemed like a dangerous dead-end aisle. Yep, he's coming this way. What's this? No, it seemed to be a dead end. I wasn't sure what was behind this passage. It could have been a dead end. Well, what are we gonna do? Just run in circles? As the madman was chasing me, I felt like one of the insects in the spider web. The answer to my current predicament was not in these books. The Fall of the Hanwell Mental Institute. Equipment shut down in the blink of an eye. Couldn't find Dr. Hanwell. Okay. Well, it was senseless to think I could escape through this window. Well, see, now we're back in the chapel. Okay. The door was open, but it seemed like a dead end. I thought about running away, but the corridor was long and the madman was too fast. So we have to go through here again. Okay. No, it seemed to be a dead end. Well, where? I wasn't sure what was behind this passage. It could have been a dead end. Madness in the hospital. A patient hurts herself savagely. Ooh, a pregnant patient. Severe mental disorders descended into a manic state, performed a sanguinary abortion. That's what we saw. Wow. Okay. So I'm not sure. Oh, what am I gonna do with that? So it's going to go right there. And then what? And then I'm going to go in here. I'm going to pick that up. Go in here. Turn around and put it down. This door, but the madman could still leave the empty room. So I have to come over here and block the other door. Okay. I figured that Okay, now it's 4 a.m. I thought that cross had to do something with something, but it just took a while for it to actually kick in. Without the madman chasing me, I readied myself to explore the rest of the top floor. Well then, what's over here? Ooh. An office. A scent of rare incense, or perhaps something old and arcane, made me stop in my tracks. Every corner of this hidden room seemed to hint at ancient secrets. Okay, I don't get to finish it because it moves too quickly. I feel nearly drunk at the prospect of harnessing all that power. We can't stop until his mysteries have been fully unraveled. I'm ready to exhaust all my resources, sacrifice anything and anyone until our goals are met. This is greater than mankind itself, even greater than me. This is the right symbol. I know it. The next step is to translate the logograms, which won't be an easy task, considering the poor state of the stone slabs. So many millennia, epochs of abandonment. But how? This finding predates any recorded history of scientific research. There's no written account of the servants anywhere else. I'm not even sure that's the proper translation. We are completely on our own. It's imperative that we focus on the task at hand and make no compromise if we're to succeed. We may well be the first civilized and sane human beings to ever gaze into the innards of this mountain. If what I suspect is true, what awaits inside grants the means to ultimate enlightenment, the permanence of actuality at our disposal. Servants is far from an accurate word, but there's no better way to describe them with the meager information we found. Contrary to other ancient tribes, chief among them the so-called Dalmor, who at least had a sense of purpose in keeping a vicious god at bay, the servants sought to commune with a benign, malignant entity. I wouldn't call this a goal, per se, but rather a way to exist. The servants sensed as much as their primitive nature permitted the formidable but alluring power of the entity. To achieve this communion, these earliest beings would make use of psychoactive substances, or entheogens as they're referred to in ancient times, to reach the state of genesthai, the true meaning of existence. Consider the implications of this fact. Sentient beings that existed long before any hint of our recorded history or even any form of religion had already embarked on the greatest quest of all, Entheos, the divine within. And it could be right here beneath us. Examples of entheogens include ayahuasca, peyote, and psilocybin. It seems, as far as I can surmise, that the servants required some sort of mind shield to face the obtuse presence of the entity. This corroborates my other findings, yet I can't synthesize the prehistoric entheogens exploited by the servants. We lack that information. However, if shielding your mind is the key, then perhaps the best word I've found to describe the entity is phallote. Granted, there's likely a better term for it, but I'm unable to make sense out of every glyph. The servants that so little of themselves in the close presence of folate that they failed to make their race in any way. To name their race in any way. It's the supreme surrender of will, the epitome of self-hatred and shameful submission under the influence of a foreign power. Imagine for a moment the fate reserved for a culture of people that would surrender themselves at the behest of a preternatural being whose concerns were far detached from their own. But luckily nothing of the sort ever happened. Whatever substances the primitive servants used, they didn't succeed in merging with this otherworldly visitor. The entire course of our history could have been so different had an inferior mind communed. And so Phallote still waits, forbearing as ever. Phallote is wise, an entity enlightened far beyond our human condition, and also infinitely patient. He remains rooted within the bowels of our earth until the right vessel comes, and he is willing to wait another insurmountable passage of time until that happens. and he finally breaks free to traverse the geometry of our world. Time has no meaning to him. Of course, a lower prehistoric species couldn't have tamed this illimitable power, but I have other means. Who is in control? That's the key. We naively think that we are in command of our lives, but the fabric of modern society shapes our fate by means of overwhelming information. Our minds begin to malfunction, and thus we surrender to the unbearable noise, sucking away our vitality. A dissonance perceived even on the mere page of a newspaper. Foley also makes use of noise, but it's a different kind of disturbance. He delves deep into your mind. Boy, this is long. Something, an interference, perhaps even a physical change, manifests when you face the horror, and yet there's a distinct possibility that we can tame this power. A nascent theory provides hope. The configuration of our brains is still crude. Much as I'd like to believe my genes are more sophisticated than the boorish servants, not enough time has transpired to provide our brain cells the ability to grasp the essence of reality. We're still only able to process 3 dimensions. However, Phalot operates on another geometry of existence. Its visual information is too much for our minds to absorb. Yet the only way to commune with this entity is to endure his presence. It must be so old, impossible to comprehend with our earthly conception of life. Phalot must have originated from the time in which the very first stars formed. Perhaps he already existed before it all began. Ambrose was right. The way to success resides in the primordial arrangements. In fact, the distant influences of celestial bodies may have an astounding implication during the encounter. This is too much to grasp even for a learned man like me. There's a favorable configuration and greater chance to prevail if the communion takes place at a specific hour as we perceive time in our polyhedric coordinates. The first patterns were deemed too ineffable for the limited sensibilities of monotheistic religions, but our illiterate ancestors couldn't grasp how the primal instinct of a lowly species like the servants operated, seeking meaning in the simple organisms of their era. Arachnids, Cleopterans, millipedes, grubs, and yet the shapes of these suggested constellations don't directly correlate with the arthropods that inhabited our planet. They are grotesque caricatures of otherwise familiar outlines, as if some vital feature of their true physical forms couldn't be conveyed on the flat surface of these slabs. Regrettably, we don't have enough time to construct an astrolab, and so we will have to operate with the spare details we have available. I'm in shock. The symbol itself acts like a piece of the chart. When the position is correct, it provides the zenith of the equation. It's inconceivable that the servants themselves figured this out. So the symbol must be the vestige of some elemental language designed with a baffling purpose that our spatially impaired capabilities can't hope to decipher. The only way is to realize the encounter. The vernacular shape. I've seen it before. Okay. So that's that shape that Whatchadiggy drew. There is no text to see. Oh, look at this. There's more than one. That's the thing we saw fall into the sewer. And there on the bottom right is what he drew. Record book updated. How do I get to the record book? I don't want to read through all you again. There's not a fast way through this except to just keep clicking. Okay. Where is my record book? That's what gets me. I hit everything under the sun and I just can't. I mean, where is my record book? Topics, encounters with the entity. So the truth was becoming clear. The doctors conducted a series of secret experiments with patients for the purpose of communing with a primordial being that had settled inside this mountain for an impossible period of time. So now I have to find the catacombs. No doubt the fantastical discovery would provide the ultimate piece of the... Well, we know where they are. They're beneath the... in the sewers, huh? Strange titles such as Divermus Mysterious give me the shivers. As much as I love books, I don't even dare to open those. An odd-looking structure, perhaps an altar of sorts. People who spent time in this office had some macabre tastes. Books on esoteric topics that I didn't. That way is blocked. Small statue. Oh, see, there's the picture. There it is. That's what he drew. Right there. Bones and stuff. Another book. Oh, look at this. No, I wasn't mentally prepared to delve into this sinister tome. Okay. Well, we got him blocked and everything, and we're exploring, and we have that other room to explore still, so I think we're going to do that in the next video, because I do believe this has gone on long enough. Let's at least go see if we can go that way. Yes, we can. Oh, that was back out here. Okay, we got paints and things. Uninteresting shelves. It seemed this section had once been used as a sort of storage area. What would be nice is if we could get the lubricant that we need to get through the thing. Why is that flashing? Okay. So we're going to continue on exploring. We'll go down there in the next video. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, leave a like, leave a comment if you have something to say, and please do subscribe, and I will see you in the next adventure. Bye-bye for now.